So I've been reading, and when I say reading, I mean listening to an audiobook, because who the fuck is going to read in this day and age?
Books are for losers.
Books are for losers. Rick Atkinson. He's
never going to give you up.
That's Rick Astley.
Never going to let you down. Rick Atkins, though, hates carbohydrates and bread.
Yeah, I was about to say, from the Atkins diet?
That's Rick Atkins. I think he died of a heart attack, didn't he? He
Fucking
died of
way,
something
really?
ironic.
Really?
Hit by a pork truck.
Hold on.
That's overly ironic.
Something in my head tells me he fell down like an icy staircase, but I might be wrong. I don't know. Atkins guy, how'd he die?
You're right.
Dr. Atkins.
No fucking way.
He died of a head injury from a fall on ice while walking to work.
Wow.
Yeah.
72.
Oh, he was old.
Poor man. Very thin.
Atkins.
Yeah.
the diet.
You ever do the Atkins diet, bro?
I've done it.
You did?
Yeah.
What is it? Well, we don't have to get into
Well,
it.
I've done keto, which is practically the same thing. No carbohydrates, no sugar, just, meat.
Did you crack your head open with slipping on ice anytime?
Yeah, I'm a ghost.
All right. So this
Rick Atkinson.
is a gentleman.
He's a historian. And he's written a book called The British Are Coming, which is about...
It's about British porn.
Yes. The British are coming. It's about the first 2 years of the American Revolution, 75 and 76.
Okay.
The book is very concerned with the military side of things, so you're not going to see like the intolerable acts and like the causes for the war and things.
Are there anecdotes?
There's tons of anecdotes.
Okay.
And I heard a story in it that I found very intriguing and kind of cool. And I already told you about it as soon as I heard it, because I was like, this is awesome. I got to tell somebody about it. And I texted Brian.
I don't have a podcast for this.
Yeah.
I got to just tell Brian right away.
I guess I do.
Yeah.
So I'm going to tell a story that I heard in the book. And it's about the Nancy.
The Nancy?
The Nancy.
Nancy.
The Nancy is a ship. So in 1775...
they had a different name for the Nancy in the 80s. It was just the president's wife, and she would just blow everybody.
I thought you were going to say it's the bundle of sticks.
Oh.
The Nancy was a ship.
Did you hear that, though, about Nancy Reagan?
Nancy Reagan blowing dudes?
Apparently,
Left and right?
she was known as a blowjob queen.
What?
That's like a new
Not
thing going
Nancy.
around. I don't know how true it is, but I do find it very funny.
Was she good looking?
Probably
She
in
was
a youth.
definitely hot as a young
Right?
lady. You could tell.
Yeah. I feel like she was a looker.
Young Nancy Reagan.
Did
What do you
anyone
got?
like Barbara Bush?
No.
I still do.
I'm looking up young Nancy Reagan.
And
Yeah, what's your
Hold on, it's-
1
it's
out of
a
10?
looker?
1 out of 10.
It's loading. It's going very slow. Oh, yeah, she was cute.
Yeah, would
okay.
Young Nancy Reagan? Yeah.
All right.
you? Okay. Good.
Yeah, thank God. Thank God we know that piece of information now.
So, in 1775, after Washington's army has expelled the British from Boston, they've used up pretty much all of the gunpowder they had, all they could muster. There is like none left in all of the 13 colonies. Jesus.
They only had enough for one night, and it lasted 8.
It's a miracle. It's a festival of lights.
That's why we have Christmas now.
So yeah, the colonies really need some gunpowder because the British are going to come back and it's going to be bad. So what they do is they send ships all over the Atlantic world. They send them to France, they send them to Spain, they send them down to the Caribbean, and the Nancy is one of these ships. And their job is to go find some gunpowder and bring it back as fast as they can.
And where do they have to go? Like, where's their course?
So the Nancy it leaves Delaware. Its captain.
And you have to get past the British Navy at
Right,
the time.
the British Navy is hunting all of these things. These guys trying to keep them from
Getting where they need to
doing
go.
their job, right? So Hugh Montgomery, he's the captain of the Nancy. He is chartered by Congress.
Do you think he was like, can my ship have a better name?
He named it.
Like Deathmaker?
probably his wife.
The Nancy.
I want Deathmaker.
Deathmaker?
Know your Nancy.
I don't know.
It's a 12-year-old in 2001 named it.
It's more badass than the Nancy. My ship is the Nancy boy.
Dark Soul 69.
Yeah. Evanescence fan 380 at AOL.com.
What was your AOL nickname?
My
Your
AOL,
screen name.
I had two. I still use one of them.
Okay.
One of them was the first one was Link035 because I loved a good Zelda game.
Okay.
And the other one was ice at AOL.com, which I still use to this day.
So now everyone can send you an email.
Shit. You gotta take that out. I already get too many fucking emails.
I am not taking that out. Everybody, please send an email to that email address. I want him to have 600 emails by the end of this.
Wow, that was dumb.
Guess you got to change that email address, huh?
What was yours, Steve?
I ain't saying that.
You're not saying what it used to be?
No.
I was Rottweiler 96 because that was my wrestling name.
right.
I remember that.
Yes.
I remember that.
Yeah.
But you know what? That's not that bad. Mine had my last name, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, it was like Psycho Badak or something like
Yeah,
that.
it was something
yeah,
like
it was-
that.
It wasn't anything crazy.
Wow, that was dumb. That was
Okay,
really
go on.
Stupid.
Oh, it's so good.
So they go down to the Caribbean and they visit
Caribbean.
places like Haiti and Puerto Rico and shit like that.
Did the slave revolt happen in Haiti yet?
No, that's
Okay.
This is
It's a little
1775.
way down the line.
This is 70,
Now we're into 76.
76.
The Nancy becomes the first ship in the world to fly an American flag overseas.
Oh, fuck yeah.
So they
That's interesting. The early American flag.
and this is before the Betsy Ross flag. So they invent their own flag.
no fucking way.
As-
This is before the circle stars. in
right.
it? What did it look like?
It's a swastika. I love these lines and this red and white. This will be the color of America.
It's beautiful.
I mean, the East Indian Trading Company.
everywhere people goes, they will see this and think of liberty.
The East Indian Trading Company, man. It might have happened. It's not too far off.
Yeah, so in St. Thomas, they are the first to fly an American flag.
Do you know what it looks like? Is there any documentation?
I know. In fact,
Okay.
it's completely anecdotal that this actually
It's a
happened.
giant cock.
It's a middle finger.
Yeah, that's got to be like an egregious flag.
It's like,
So
up
it's-
yours, Brits.
When they did it, it was in June of 76. So it was after the Congress had voted to become an independent country. It was before they wrote the Declaration of Independence. So it was like this couple of week, like 2-3 week period. So it's actually before the Declaration of Independence.
Okay.
So that let's
Yeah.
think about that. It could be a Gadsden and it could be a join or die, right?
No, it's like
The American
flag that hasn't been.
I'm going through flags that existed before the American flag. Those existed already. That's
but
what I'm
it's
saying.
not that. It's
Oh,
like
okay.
they're what
Their own
they
version.
perceived
Yeah.
what the United States
Okay.
flag was going to be.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
So they get loaded up with gunpowder. They got like 120 tons of it.
From the Caribbean.
Yeah.
Or Caribbean.
And now they are racing back to Philadelphia to drop this shit off.
Stay straight.
And as they approach Delaware Bay, they realize that they have been spotted by 2 British warships. And
Shit.
they are forced to turn and go north. They can't make it in Delaware Bay. It's blocked. Now, luckily for them, 2 American warships see what's happening and join up with them. It's the Lexington and the Reprisal. The Reprisal is the first U.S. Navy warship ever.
I was like, I know that ship. That's
It's
why
famous.
I know it.
It's the first ever Navy ship.
Wow.
The Nancy is forced to run into a place called Turtle Gut Inlet, which is now known as Wildwood Crest. We have been
Where?
there.
Oh,
been.
Wildwood. Jersey.
Wildwood.
Yeah,
Yes.
we have been there.
There is currently a monument to the Nancy in Wildwood. And the Nancy is on Wildwood's
They go
like,
into
seal.
DJs.
Like the county seal is the Nancy.
That's cool.
So here's what happens. They go into Turtle Gut Inlet, and the Lexington and the Reprisal try to hold off the British warships for as long as they can, but they're
These are
completely,
like
they're completely outmatched.
These are like Corsairs or whatever.
Yeah. And they fight for a little while. It's heavy fog. The Nancy purposely runs itself aground. The locals come out from the area,
Jersey people.
the Jersey people, and
Fuck you doing on the beach?
they start desperately trying to unload the ship as fast as they can.
Random civilians.
Yes, and they all grab their muskets and they're fighting off these ships as well.
Yeah, that's so cool.
So everybody's helping out. They get like 80% of the gunpowder off of the ship.
Okay.
They save most of it and they hide it in the sand dunes. The crew of the Nancy take down their main sail and they wrap it into a big, long thing. They make a giant fuse. And they stick it in what's left of the gunpowder on the ship.
Oh, my God.
It's about 50 feet of fuse, and they light it. The captain runs up the mizzenmast, grabs the flag so that it doesn't get destroyed.
The new American flag.
Yes, and when the British see them take the flag down, they think they're surrendering. So they move in.
Oh, fuck.
The ship gets boarded by a bunch of dudes just in time for them all to explode in a giant, massive explosion that is felt as far away as Philadelphia.
They pulled a Kirk.
Holy
They
shit.
blew up the British.
It was like
Yeah.
borderline atom bomb.
It's Star Trek 3 shit.
That's legit what Kirk does to Khan.
Yeah, no, not Condu.
Krug.
Cruz. Yeah, Captain Cruz.
Oh, that's so
Get
cool.
out of there!
That's so cool.
Yeah, he blows up the
Wow.
Enterprise.
Yeah. So that's the story of the Nancy. Turtle Gut Inlet. Look it up.
That's
really
cool.
cool.
That's so
Wildwood.
cool.
Yes.
Now it's a boardwalk where they
Now it's a boardwalk
rip
where they
people
have
off.
a tram car that you need to watch out
Watch
for.
the tram car, please. Watch the tram car. You know, like 4 people on the listening right now. We're like, oh,
I know a tram car.
do you remember we were in Europe and somebody said that?
That is a universally like known.
so
thing.
weird.
People know about the stupid tram car.
We were in like France and we were in like a tunnel and I think it was like a moving tunnel or something like that. And you go, watch the tram car, please. And somebody like 4 or 5 people back go, watch the tram car, please. We're like, what the hell? Like,
For those that don't know, in Wildwood Crest, there's a giant boardwalk that has a tram car that goes up and down it, and it has no horn. So when people are in the way, they hit a button of a recording that says, watch the tram car, please. They've been doing this since at least 1992.
It's constant.
Yeah.
you know when it's coming and it just, watch the tram car, please. Watch the tram car. So good.
Yeah.
We could probably get a picture of that, right? Like, I'm assuming it's on the internet.
I'm sure, yeah.
Worst case, we'll drive to Jersey and get it. Dedication from us.
Yeah. Hardcore. That's what you expect from reviewing history.
Well, we got to give our
reviewers.
reviewers the good stuff, right?
Yeah.